A reading from the Gospel according to John chapter 1 verses 1 to 18. Passage taken from the Message version of the Bible. The Word was first, the Word present to God, God present to the Word. The Word was God, in readiness for God from day one. Everything was created through Him. Nothing, not one thing, came into being without Him. What came into existence was life, and the life was light to live by. The light blazed out of the darkness. The darkness couldn't put it out. There once was a man, his name John, sent by God to point out the way to the life light. He came to show everyone where to look, who to believe in. John was not himself the light. He was there to show the way to the light. The light was the real thing. Every person entering life, he brings into light. He was in the world was there through him, and yet the world didn't even notice. He came to his own people, but they didn't want him. But whoever did want him, who believed he was who he claimed and would do what he said, he made to be their true selves, their child of God selves. These are the God begotten, not blood begotten, not flesh begotten, not sex begotten. The Word became flesh and blood and moved into our neighborhood. We saw the glory with our own eyes, the one-of-a-kind glory, like Father, like Son, generous inside and out, true from start to finish. John pointed him out and called, "This is the one. The one I told you was coming after me, but in fact he was ahead of me. He has always been ahead of me, has always had the first word. We all live off his generous bounty, gift after gift after gift. We got the basics from Moses, and then this exuberant giving and receiving, this endless knowing and understanding. All this came through Jesus the Messiah. No one has ever seen God, not so much as a glimpse. This one-of-a-kind God expression, who exists at the very heart of the Father, has made him plain as day. He presents his honored Son to the world. He says, all angels must worship him. The word of the Lord. Reflections on the Christmas day. Wish you all joys and blessings of Christmas. Wish you good health, lots of happiness, and God's blessings in abundance in this Christmas. Christmas is actually a celebration that reminds us of the fact that Christ has been born, Christ lives, and Christ is present now in our lives. Through the lives of the people in the Nativity narrative, Christmas reminds us of the importance of helping to bring the presence of Christ to the world around us. Christmas calls our attention to be attentive to the occasions when the Lord comes to us in the least expected people and in unexpected places and situations. We are asked to welcome Christ by recognizing Him in the people around us. The Lord finds a space for Himself in the manger, identifying Himself with the poor and the outcasts. Manger is the utensil used for feeding the cattle. What is kept in the manger is the fodder for the cattle. God becomes man and found a place in the manger to become food for the people. The Christmas crib invites us to focus on the manger. The holy infant in the manger invites us to join him in the manger. Do we dare to join him? Or are we happier to leave him there and return to the cosiness of our luxuries? If we ever plan to join him in the manger, be mindful of the following. There isn't room in the manger for all the baggage we carry around with us. There is no room for our pride and self-righteousness. There is no room for our human power and prestige. There is no room for baggage of the past failure and unforgiven sin. There is no room for our prejudices, bigotry and hostile national pride. There is no room for bitterness and greed. There is no room in the manger for anything other than the reality of who and what we really are. Very human, very real, very fragile, very vulnerable beings who desperately need the gift of love and grace, which would be found in abundance in the presence of Jesus, in the company of Blessed Mother and Saint Joseph in the crib. Do we dare to join them? Wish you all a very blessed Christmas.